Hello.
Hello.
Today we are in a radio overstay, hostel overstay, and this is Omer. And today I want to talk about this hostel, special hostel. Actually, it's a really strange hostel, and there is a kind of people that come here, and it's artist people. And this is one of the person who work here, and I will ask him about the history of this place because it's very strange place. I am really appreciated them here. I'm really appreciated that you are keep this place really, Danielle and everything who work here, because for me it's a special energy that I feel like home. I really feel home, and I'm very glad to stay here. So tell us the story of this hostel.
The story?
Yes, the story.
Um, where should I start? Where does the story start?
The story how the hostel was created, what's the idea of the hostel, and why it is in Tel Aviv, and why it's hostel overstay, and why it's dragon on the roof.
The idea was to create a hostel for backpackers and travelers and people with an open mind, and to make it affordable because Israel is a very expensive place to travel. So we try to create a space that we can afford to give people the most cheaper option to have basic conditions to live, but also with a nice family atmosphere.
It's true because real you cannot find this kind of cheap hostel like you can find it overstay,
and the secret was to find a place that is not in the city center but in an alternative location where we can relatively rent it for cheap. And then we built all the place ourselves, the electricity and the water system and the walls and the internet and everything, the design and everything. And we give like very basic conditions. The beds are basic and the showers, everything is simple, and we try to give people what they can have, and the rest of the things they can bring themselves. So they can bring their own towel or they can bring their own lock. If they don't bring it, then we can sell it to them or rent it to them, but we give people the option to bring their own things so we can keep the costs of the place as low as we can. So people can have actually an alternative place to stay, and we called it overstay, so people could stay here longer,
more
so
time than
more
they
time
need.
than they planned. So even if they plan to stay in Israel or in Tel Aviv for a short time, maybe they will think about it again and they say, I want to stay, because the more people stay, then they become part of the place. If they come only for one night, then it's like they just pass. But when someone stays here for 3 days already, he becomes a little bit part of the place. He has friends, and especially with the staff. Another way that we manage to keep the costs of the place low, and at the same time we get a special atmosphere and family vibe, is that the whole place is run with volunteers from all over the world, that they come here and they stay here for a period of time and they do everything here. They do the maintenance and they do the reception and bar and art and renovation. Everybody brings their skills and what they can, and they work in the place. So there is always this another layer. It's not just guests and owners. It's also these people that are half and half, and they are also guests here and they're also on their vacation, but they are doing like a working vacation here. So everything is synergetic. We're trying to have not only something that is budget, but also something that brings an atmosphere. So if we use a lot of things for recycling furniture and materials and stuff that I collect, and we go with our staff to collect and to bring from the street or from houses of friends, and then people come here and they build out of it art or furniture or lights or everything. So we also are like green in that way, but we also save the costs in another way, and there is also a place for artistic expression. So we always try to find a place like that every movement will be a movement that is beneficial in different ways, not just because there is a economical or a practical thinking behind it. We're just trying to to make the space for people to feel free, especially that this kind of hostels is very getting more and more rare now that you have mega hostels and hostel chains, and it's a lot of the hostels are about the money. And we try to find still the spirit of the traditional hostel, which is a place where there's a little bit more freedom, still respecting other people, respecting the law of the country, and still the place needs to support itself financially. So it's this fine balance all the time between these things, and it's not just thinking about what is marketing and what is selling and what is the right way to do things if you want to be a successful business in the 21st century. It's trying to combine everything together, still to keep a spirit and to keep some freedom, and to make this place not just a thing that works by the rules of how you should do entrepreneurship or how you should run a business. So it's a bit of a wild place. It's always a little bit out of control, and that's always a challenge to still try and keep it relatively clean, relatively organized, and welcome people in a genuine way.
Yes, real. When I arrive here, I feel the energy that move because there is a long, long corridor that you can walk, and it's like the wind, and it's feeling like you all the time movement here. There is a movement all the time here, and there is a special roof. If you go to the roof, you will see the dragon on there. For me, it was wow. It's very interesting. Who built this dragon?
It's a friend of mine. He used it in street theater, and now the dragon is retired and it's up here on the roof. In the summer, of course, on the roof you have the couches and the swimming pool and all that things. But now in the winter we go downstairs to the bus for the chill after that.
And what I want to tell, because this hostel, when you stay here, it's real what Omer say, it's feeling like a family. Special, you will not find this hostel like you can see it's here. So what I want to tell that you just need to come and to see by yourself this hostel and to feel this energy, because our experience we can know not just when somebody talk about it, we can know about this that you come to this place and you can feel by yourself. For me, I stay here longest time how I can, and for me it's kind of feeling of really I feel here in the house. And special what's happened here, it's that they now have kind of they built some special box downstairs on the ground, and in this box you can make kind of disco. You can dance on this box. It's something strange. Like in this box, it's two people who can come to this box. It's something new, and dance when they don't want to stay with another people and just to be inside. So Omer, tell me, I know that there is another hostel overstay in Thailand over there. Yeah. What's this? That the people will understand. If it's the same hostel of
when I came to see the building, I came with a friend of mine. We were both riding the bicycle, and we came here and we saw this big concrete jail grey looking building. And this friend, he has a hostel in Bangkok which is called the Overstay. And also the Overstay in Bangkok is not in the city center, and it's a really fucked up place, and really free and really wild. So when we saw the building, we were looking at each other, and then I told him, man, there's only one thing we can do here. We can do here Overstay style place. And that's why I said, okay. And he said, yeah, well, I think you're going to agree with it. I said, okay, so we'll use the same name. And we're like inviting people all over the world to open an Overstay style place that is like free for expression and art and very budget accommodation as much as possible, and an open door for expression. So definitely, if you're in Thailand, go check out the Overstay in Thailand, but it's not for everyone.
Tell me please, do you want to create something new here, that something that you not did, like there is a big roof, yes?
Yeah, but there is limitations. There's a lot of laws. Like just today I got a demolishing order for something that we have on the roof. It's just a little overhang, and the city, they monitor it with satellites, and I got like this, and I need to pay fine. So Israel is not so free. So what we're doing here is always we're struggling to keep the free spirit, even against the rules. Like this Friday, we're going to have a solar sound system party in the yard, and I hope that the police won't shut us down. Like it's a beautiful project that my friend is doing, but it's not a really free country. So we try to do our best to still keep the free spirit. We need to fight the dragons sometimes, but we also have the dragons, so it's okay.
Tell me please, I talk about the box that you built downstairs for dance, something like this. Can you tell what's the idea?
It's not me building, it's my friends that came from Leipzig, they're over there. Yeah, they're like party people.
But not so loud.
Maybe you will come and you will explain what's this? What's the meaning of this box? Because I not so much understand what's the idea. It's a kind of crazy idea, but you know.
It's like a discotheque, but a little one, like only for 1 to maybe like 4 persons. If you like the persons, you maybe can get in there for until 10 persons.
Really?
No, probably if you stay like really close to persons.
Very crowded club.
But the thing is, like, we cannot do like parties over here because the neighbors are kind of annoyed, the police came, stuff like this. So we can make like a little room for people they want really loud music, that the other people don't get annoyed or something like that. Yeah. So that is the intention. Like what we want. And I think most of the people will like it. And in the end, there are 10 people in there, not only one.
This is your wish, yes?
No, I think so. I think that will happen definitely.
One day. You know what we imagine, what we make the manifestation. This is what's happened in our life. You know, if you really want it.
Yeah.
This is a life.
I saw such like little discos in other places, and they fit a lot of people in there. You don't know how many, because it depends on the people.
So, Omer, tell us that do you want to make some changing in this hostel or some new project, or it's kind of you feel it's kind of for the moment it will stay how it's.
It's always changing.
It's always changing, yes?
Yeah, and we never know about the future, so we cannot invest too much.
It's true. You never know what will happen next.
Yeah, like maybe, like every year we're surprised that we still exist.
Ah,
So we're always very careful about trying new things, and we wish we could do a lot more, but there is limitations. So if it won't happen here, it will happen somewhere else.
but you know, the limitation is illusion. Because you can do with your creative mind, even with this limitation, the things that will make something interesting.
I don't know. I do what I can do, and if something happens, it happens. I don't invest too much energy in the future.
Yeah. So how much people create this place? How much people now walk in this place? That they are like, keep this place.
I'm not sure.
Ah, you're not sure.
Something between 12 and 15.
Ah, yes. So it's kind of group of people that exist now.
Yeah, we have all the volunteers. And,
No. I mean, who keep this place? Who try to bring changing in this place? Who keep this place? I'm not talking about volunteers. Who keep this place? Care about it?
We are 3 partners that started this place, and we all have our lives, but I'm the one that is responsible for the place for most of the time it existed. But they also help and support when we need things, and they share some of the responsibilities of the place.
So, in this moment, we will stop this conversation, because if you really want to see this hostel, you need to come to Tel Aviv in Hostel Overstay, and this is a radio Overstay, and all things I will put down in the video. So see you next day.
And always book direct.
Okay, see you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.